Good afternoon, Vikas Chopra here. How you doing? How you doing? How are you today? How's life for you? Are you enjoying the weather? Are you enjoying the weather? I think I am. I've been enjoying the weather, running around in the rain, singing in the rain. Have you been singing in the rain? Are you enjoying the weather? Yeah, I want to give you a warm welcome to Training for Personal Development and Employment. That's the program here today. That's what we're talking about, training for personal development and employment, to help you learn and develop and find ways to improve yourself. That's what we're all about. So I want to just briefly talk about why training is important for you. Why do you think, I want you to tell me, why do you think training is important for you? I want you to tell me. And I want to give a shout out to Charan. How are you, Charan? Are you having a good Friday today? Happy Friday to you as well. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Shout out to Charan there who's listening in. So, training. Why is it important for you to have training? Why do you think it's important? Why do you think training's? Tell me. I want you to tell me. Why do you think training's important? Do you physically train? Can you tell someone that physically trains from someone that doesn't train at all? Can you tell the difference? Can you tell the difference sometimes in the size? Can you tell the difference via the fitness? Can you tell the difference by the way they hold the posture? Why is training important for you? Tell me about it. Tell me, why do you think training is important? And why do you think personal development is important as well? Personal development, isn't that training, physical training and training, part of your personal development? And what about for your employment? I don't know whether you're working or not working, or whether you're in a situation where you don't have to work, or whether you're unemployed. Tell me, I want you to tell me, why do you think training is employment for training and personal development is important for you? Now, I remember some years ago going on a course with the job centre, and there was a group of us there, and the trainer, I tell you what, he had such a hard time. We had him for 2 days. Such a hard time from us. We gave it him. We told him that there's no jobs out there. We told him. I've been there, by the way. I've been unemployed. I used to be unemployed. And I remember telling the trainer, there's nothing out there that we can do. We're blaming the government. We're blaming the system. We're blaming the employers. We're blaming everybody. Are you like that? Are you the type of person that tends to blame everybody? You can go on blaming everybody, but not blame yourself. Have you ever looked closer to you? Have you thought about that? Could you be the fault? Could your perception be the fault? What could it be? Think about your training and your personal development. That's the program. That's what we're talking about today. And we want to help you to take charge of your personal development and training. Okay, that's what the program's all about. And we're going to go through some pieces of information today. We're going to go through, I'll come to it in a moment. We're going to go through what we're going to be discussing today. And we're going to go through some programs that are available to you to help yourself improve. So, coming right back to my number, 07932 604 705. I'll say that again, 07932 604 705. I want you to take note of that number. If you could call me, if you want to call me, I'd appreciate a WhatsApp call, and I will get right back to you. I'll get right back to you, okay? So where are these listeners? I want you to listen in and take notes of what's going on here. All right, so email address is excellencetrain@outlook.com. That's the email address here. So today's session is going to be about health and safety. Now, some of you may say that health and safety is one of those subject areas that is really, really boring. Well, any subject area that you communicate with can become really, really boring according to your mindset. Alright, so health and safety is about your health and safety. We'll be also talking about some new courses for next year that we've got planned ahead, and some other things that are going on that we're going to be looking to develop on as well. So yes, and possible potential work availabilities for you. There's some roles out there. We're going to talk about those as well. And so first of all, I want to just lay something on the table, as I normally do right at the beginning, and I think it's very important to do this. And I want to talk about an experience, a real experience of an individual that had 6 care homes. This guy had 6 care homes. He had 3 children in each care home. I don't want to name the care home, it's local. And this guy would have 6 kids, 6 care homes, 3 to 6 children in each care home. He gets about £3,000 per child. So you can work out the figures there. You know, if you know your multiplications, work out the figures there. He's getting £3,000 per child. 6 threes are 18 grand a week, and he's got 6 care homes. Now this guy had a vast knowledge. He was all about compliance. He's all about compliance, nothing more than compliance. So he's used to meeting these regulations with regards to safeguarding, health and safety. He's taken into consideration all these regulations. And he even used to take kids out to the edge of Wales and do outdoor activities with them. Now, how fantastic was this? And how fantastic is it that he's reaching out to people and getting through to them and helping them make those changes, just like I want to help you make those changes. So he's reaching out to these people. And I know that you're listening to me, and I want you to take careful note of exactly what I'm saying here, because by doing so, you're going to take in some important information. So this guy here, one day, decides to start doing a task at home, cleaning his windows at home. And this guy takes a fall. He uses the ladders and he takes a fall. And you know what? The consequences were fatal. The consequences were fatal for him because he lost his life. Now, as I say, I'm not going to name any names, but I know this person, and I know that they were a nice. Well, this person was a nice person. I know that he was reaching out. He was a caring person. But sometimes I think we have to look at ourselves. Sometimes we have to look at how we do things at home. It's not just how we do things externally. How do we do things at home? How does health and safety not just fit into the workplace, but how it fits in at home? Isn't that really, really, really important? Anyhow, this guy had not checked. Now, he was one of those guys that was very meticulous, but he had not checked. I know that sounds like a bit of hypocrisy there, but he had not checked the ladders he was using, and ladders slipped, causing him to have a fall. And I do know also that there's a time for an unforeseen occurrence. I do agree with that. There is a time for an unforeseen occurrence. Anybody can take a fall, anybody can get hurt, but at the end of the day, it is your duty to check and your moral responsibility to check for your health and safety, isn't it? Now, the consequences, as I say, people say the subject area is boring, it's mundane and it's not important or it's unimportant, I think is far from the truth. Now that we've got COVID-19 here as well, and I know there's a lot of fear and scaremongering going about as well, but also the fear is doing a lot more damage, but I still think you need to have a check on our own health and safety with regards to COVID-19, with regards to the workplace, with regards to how we are moving and doing things at home as well. Because all you need is one slip, trip or fall, and that one slip, trip or fall could be fatal. Alright, now I know also some other people that have had falls. They've had slips and they've had falls. I've fallen a few times, I get back up. But I know someone that fell and they've been permanently crushed his ability to make movement, and that's a sad thing. So we're talking about health and safety. Somebody else working in the tyre factory decides to use a pen cap and put it into the machine. He's on piecework, so obviously his focus and goal is to make money. That's what he wants to do, make a lot of money. And he puts the pen cap to just hold the machine there. And he goes in to change that tyre. I don't really need to say much more, do I? Because the cap falls out. The machine should have been reset. The cap falls out. The machine should have been reset. And he gets swallowed up in the tyres. Again, another fatality. This time, this person, I would say, this person was taking shortcuts, and the motivation for the shortcuts was to make more money. And sadly, again, we have another fatality. So again, the importance, and I want to shout this off the rooftops. It's about health and safety. It's about your health and safety. It's about making sure that you are safe. And I had an incident around 4 or 5 years ago. Tell a lie. 10 years ago. I had an incident where I was told that a client needed to leave premises. I was told that he needs to leave. Now this is in a different work environment. And my colleague said to me, I know him. I said, that's fine if you know him. That's great. So that means you can alleviate the conflict if you know him. Who better it is than for you to talk to him. And he says, okay, I'll go and have a conversation. So he went up to this guy, and this is in the hospitality environment, and he says, can you come downstairs with me? We'd like to have a conversation. And the guy says, yeah. He says, have I done anything wrong? My colleague says, no, just follow me. Now this guy, we were told that this guy needed to leave. He has to leave. He has to leave. By management, upper management, licensing, that we were told that this guy needs to leave because he's been causing some problems. Now he had a big entourage with him. Huge entourage with him. And on the way down, he started talking to me. There's 2 of us there. He's talking to me and asking me what's going on. And I said, I don't really know. You need to talk to your friend here who knows you, that is taking you out. Now I tried to alleviate that conflict by getting my colleague to deal with him because he knew him. But we got down to the bottom of the